3D Custom Woodworking. I'm Kevin Dunphy. Now I'm here today, and before I do that, I'd like to thank all the new subscribers, all my old subscribers. The numbers are starting to really churn out. And like I said, those that are new, you'll find on this site that we cover heavy-duty renovations. We have a full-blown cabinet shop. I've been a cabinet maker for 30 years. And how did you end up doing renovations? I used to do them all the time in the year 2000. I used to do my own kitchens, taking out walls, coordinating, doing everything. I stopped when I moved here and I had my shop here. This was a brutal area, so I lucked into doing our own houses now and using the shop. So, we're trying to do kick-ass cabinets, really, creating a unique touch, if I want to use that word. And one of the unique things with that, if you looked at the beginning of our videos, is we saved all the reclaimed. That was like gold for me. At first, I went to the homeowner, who happens to be my family member's son, and I said, well, let's put the reclaim down. He said, well, I don't know, it's going to make the value of the first floor. And I was like, I don't think so. Now we got a dilemma. We got to have a concrete floor, almost 900 square feet. In Canada, you don't really do that much ceramic because it's cooler, we like the heat, but we're going to have in-floor heating. And I was going to put the ceramic because I want the in-floor heating. I didn't want to put like engineered wood. I don't even consider that wood flooring. I consider that novelty. So that's another story. With that, and then I said, okay, how about this? We got to glue it down. I'm confident to glue down reclaimed. I'll plane it down to a little, like about 5/8 of an inch. And we'll see how that will hold down with the glue. And if we have to sneak a couple of concrete screws in here and there to keep it down, I will. I won't do tongue and groove on the reclaimed because it's too thin. I'm afraid it'll split and everything else. Plus, if you have to sand it out a few times, I like to at least at the 5/8. You could take it down to, if you had to a 1/4 inch, and the floor would still look great for further down the road. That's my thoughts on it. If there's any other thoughts, put it down below. Now, I have all this wood. I got all week to start getting this ready. I'm going to do random widths. I'm probably going to have this like 4, this 2. I'm going to probably have about three or 4 widths. All right, and I have all this up here. I have all this here. I also have on the walls in the house, I'm going to take off the old floorboards that are, or not floorboards, the paneling that's on the inside of the house when we get back in there and use that. I should have close to 2,000 square feet, and that'll do it. I'll be pretty damn close. I might miss out on a bedroom, but I'll live with that when I come through. So he's going to save himself a bundle. He's going to save about $10,000. It will be the cost of the shop doing this. They do pay for the heat. We do get a little percentage of the house, and so it's not good. So the biggest thing we got to do with your load is see what sizes we're going to use. Like, we want to go different sizes. We don't want this to look like some cheap reproduction. And we got the gorgeous wood. So I'm going to, as it stands right now, I'm going to do 3 sizes. And it's looking really good. So I'm going to stay in about 6 inches for this load and see what I can get. These little pieces, no. This big one, no. So you know what? Now I gotta make, look, I'm gonna have now I'm gonna go here, 6, 6, 6. I'm gonna do 6. All right. And you can see what we're doing right now. We're taking it out. There's a lot more wood than I thought here. And this is only one pile. Those are panels that we took out from the house. This is what the walls were made of, you know. Pretty cool, eh? I love this, preserving history, you know. And these are a little rougher than what the interiors ones were, if I show you what I mean by that. Like they had 2 layers. This was like considered their flooring, but now I plane that side. I'm gonna keep the rougher, and then I'm gonna give it light sanding. I want that dirt. Oh man, this is incredible. And look at this, how long these boards are. This is because the flooring's gonna be about 40 feet long. So I wanna give that, when you walk into the house, you see that gorgeous wood, the whole length 40 feet up. So I can't be too cutesy with my sides, because each run has to have about 40 feet. So that's why I'm going 3. It might be a little bit of wastage, but I think I can pull it. And then over here, see, this is the next width here, which is about 3 inches. So I'm gonna have 3, 6, and I don't know what I'll do in between. I know some of this won't make it, and I'll have to be careful on that. So it says it stands now, 3 and 6 inches. I decided at the beginning it'd be a little easier to cut off the ends first. Sometimes they have nails sticking out the ends, plus they're a little dried out and split, so might as well get them out of the way first and maybe save a little bit of time taking out nails. But quickly, I set up at the other end by the workbench, and I just started doing one at a time. I was driving myself nuts looking at that pile or piling it up there. I had no room to work. I left out all the tools there, a couple of hammers, crowbars, whatever it takes to get those nails out. Now, here, this is the back side of the wood. I'm making it totally clean so that the glue would adhere to it, and also at the same time getting it flat. I'm aiming for about 5/8. Right about there, I'm a little less than 3/4. And here's a really good example of the wood installed. Right there, I mean, I used 1 inch, 1/2 inch, I used 3 inch, I used 6 inch. And what I love about it, and I keep saying in the video, it does tell a story of milling. Some of these have Roman numerals, because at the time, that's how they graded their wood, and they used Roman numerals, which is kind of cool. It has more of a history. I don't really know the full history on that. I think it has to do with the Catholic Church and running the schools, and Latin. That was also involved. There's the stairs. Now, I had to mill that down. I couldn't be as cutesy as what I did there. I kept it flat. So if you decide to do it, it's a lot of fun. So where have I been? I've maybe put 2 people, 10 hours worth of work, 8 hours getting everything organized. Still a lot more work to go. Now here, I got about 24, say 10. So 22 feet by 10 feet is 20 square feet last time I checked. And I have 1, 2, 3 rows. So that's 60 square feet. That's roughly 2 sheets of plywood if you lay it out. And I would need down there probably about 14 sheets of plywood. So we got a long way to go, eh? But I kind of know what's involved. Now, what I'll finish it with, I've done it with stain. I've got some in the bathroom there. Sometimes with the wood, because it's local here, it's like a different kind of pine. It's very hard, very dense. I think this was replaced. So let's just try a little shot. Look at this, come on in. All right. Look how it explodes, eh? And that's just with the oil. I like to do the oil, then clear coat, and I'll use water-based. And what I love is we plane this side flat. This is the side that'll be glued, whether it's on plywood or on the concrete. So we got a nice clean side. I'm down to a touch under 3/4. You know, not quite 5/8. All right, I'm just a touch. It's like a 32nd less. All right, so it's flexible enough that it's going to stay down. The glue will grab it. We have to slip concrete screws. So I'm loving this. And why I love the marks, and I won't take them out. Like I wouldn't dare plane these marks. I just put like a 1/4 turn on the planer for the last pass. It tells a story of the house, the way it was fixed, repaired, because this is repair. And if you look over here, I mean, these were all like the floorboards, and this was their good side up. They had it plain. This is, I think, about 1910, 1920. And we're going to use that side. We're going to plane it right there. I forgot it. Over here, I've got 2 piles. And these have tacks. They have a lot of tacks. I don't know, it's like I think they nailed on linoleum or something. I haven't decided what I'm going to do. If I'm going to sacrifice my knives at the end and put it there. I'll see how many I have. And then this is the pile I'm going through. I kind of found the best way is just take one, just worry about one at a time. Don't look at the whole pile. It can kind of drive you nuts a bit. And it looks dirty, filthy. It's like, oh my God, you guys are nuts. I have 3 bundles back there to go through. So that's it. I'd like to thank everybody that subscribed, click the thumbs up. I'm going to continue with this, these videos and showing the house in the spring. We're going to have all kinds of these cabinets finally starting to go in that house, getting the floor. What I'm waiting on now is the steel beam. I'm hoping that that's going to come. That's going to come mid-January. Then I can start the concrete of the floor. It'll depend on what kind of weather I get here. Because St. John's is like a valley. If it gets socked in with snow, and there's nowhere really to put the snow, then I'm staying here. And I'll continue, doing videos from the workshop. So, thanks to those who subscribe. Thumbs up to everybody. Merry Christmas, Happy New Year. Thank you.